is going on, everybody? My name is Truck Driver Sean. If you'd be so kind, if you are watching this and you are not subscribed to my shitty channel, yeah, take a second and subscribe to my shitty channel. All right? All right. Make myself beautiful here for the internet. Oh yeah, fat and sexy bitch. All right, so what we have here today is failure to ejaculate. So yeah, good times. This used to be called a Doctor Schrodinger. Now they just call it a Schrodinger. I gotta say, I have played a lot of guitars in my 27 years of playing, I think. 25, 26, 27, somewhere in there. I don't know. I'm fucking old. That's all I know. And I've been playing guitar for a minute. This is a fucking great instrument. So, yeah. Before we get too far into this, Powell Wadowski, one of my favorite people to hang out with NAMM. I truly do love that man. He's such a good dude. They all are. Everybody who works for Ruf, the guys that have come to California anyway, to NAMM, they're my fucking favorite people. I genuinely miss them because I can't just like go visit them because they're Polacks and shit. So yeah, we have a little cheat sheet here to let me know what's on this particular guitar. I think I know, but I play them. I don't spec them. Yep. Speaking of specking, if I did spec them, this is no stab to Ruf whatsoever. I think Rafael Perez is a genius. I mean, the guy technically is a genius. Someone said he built fucking rockets before he decided to make guitars. They're getting ready to build a telly. I'm a telly guy. My dick gets hard every time I think about Ruf is going to have a telly. And then I saw that they put a traditional telly headstock on it. Bro, that's the headstock you need to put on your telly. Okay? There's nothing wrong with having your telly look modern. Don't, trust me, I don't know much, but the traditional telly headstock is horrible. I think almost anybody who plays tellies will tell you it's an ugly eyesore. They'd rather have a Strat headstock, if anything. But I don't know. Your neck is good that you have on these. I appreciate it. Keeps everything nice and tight. Very good. Stick to it. Anyway, back to this. To acquire this, it's going to cost you $2,800 at the bottom end of the price. You start adding stuff to it. Of course, price goes up. They don't add extras for free because they are running a business. And they're running a damn good one. They're actually going to start building these in the United States. Oh, back to Powell, that fucking long-haired piece of shit. Happy birthday, brother. It's kind of funny that I'm filming this video on your birthday. Yeah. Of course, you're going to see this well after the fact. And yes, I did reach out first thing this morning, my time, to wish you a happy birthday and to call you a piece of shit. Because I'm a piece of shit, and that's what I do. But I love you, brother. I really do. You're such a good dude. So, okay, back to this. We're going to talk about the specs. Then we're going to talk about what I like. And the couple things I would change. That maybe in the future they might change, knowing that there's probably more than just me out there that would have the same problem. Alright? Hey, y'all want me to hit Alex Terrible in the fucking face? Plank! 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 Alright. Yeah, it's kind of what it looks like. Fucking Russian Grizzly and my grandma. Alright, so this is... If you're watching my stuff for the first time, I'm a fucking idiot. This is made from Rufane, which is their proprietary stuff, so they're not making it the same thing as Aristides, although these two companies get confused a lot. This is different. To me, I've enjoyed playing Aristides, but I never connected with one. That's why I never got one. And if for some reason it's because it's been spec'd out for someone else and Aristides thinks that, then well, fuck it. Send me one to try out. Let me sit with it for a while. I might change my mind, but I don't think I'm gonna. This plays like a guitar. Matter of fact, it plays like a precision guitar, like a high-end, like Jackson or Ibanez. It's flawless in every way except for the couple things I got to bitch about. So this is made with just plain roughane. They actually have a roughane that's a little lighter. This does come in at, a hefty 8.5, almost 9 pounds. I'm filming. Where's your Nana? Go find Nana. Becky, can you come grab the terrorist? Grandson. Yeah. He's enamored by this stuff. Still in his jammies because he wouldn't let me get him dressed this morning. I'm not your dada, thank God. You'd be better off though. So this right here is single piece construction minus the fretboard. The fretboard is rich light, it's done in black. It has matching blue hex inlays, stainless steel, 25.5 scale, hip shot bridge, other hip shot hardware. I changed out the knobs because the knobs that came with it were from Guitar Monkey, and I'm just not a fan of their CNC knobs. They kept falling off. They just weren't good. So I replaced them with, as you can see, ring knobs. Although I don't like rings on all the things. I just ribbed for her pleasure, not his too. All right. It came with Fishman Moderns. They were white. Along with all the regular stuff that came on it was all white. I have replaced it with the Mick Thompson Fishmans because the Moderns just didn't agree with me. The Thompsons have a bass curve in them, which seems to work. It takes away that frying egg sound you get from the regular Fishmans. Brilliant move, Mick, by the way. I only say that because someone said he actually watches my videos, so hi, Mick. All right, and I replaced the tuners that came on it with hip shot closed back mini rotos because, again, the company that they were put on here, the Guitar Monkey, I just don't like their stuff. It's made well to an extent, but everything that was Guitar Monkey on this thing failed. Nothing against the rough guys, they did nothing wrong. It was the monkey shit that failed, so monkey shit. Yeah, come with DiMarzio strap lock. The normal ones come with Schaller. It's got Lumilay for the side dots. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it does come with Schaller strap locks. Comes with a gig bag. If you want to get a Hiscox, not his cock, but Hiscox case, there'll be a phenomenal fee for that, I imagine. I still want to get one so I have a rough case for my guitar because I will never, ever get rid of this for 2 reasons. One, it's a phenomenal instrument. And, yeah, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't have this. I did win this at NAMM. I won the drawing. And, it is a fantastic beast, but, due to selling somebody else something else, the case that went with it kind of went away, which I'm fine with it. It cost me nothing. So, yeah, I don't have anything into it. The work on the inside, which another thing I like too is it's magnetized. It's elegant. Look at that. When you wonder why you pay more for something, it's sometimes you're paying for what you get and the time that somebody puts into something, This sticker right here, I put on myself. They did not desecrate this guitar. I did it. Long story short, I've been working for Northeast Transport for 21 years, and the owner sold the company, and this was like my little pay homage to Jeff Payson, who is arguably one of the best human beings on the planet. I've been very privileged to work for that man for 21 years, and now I'm working for another guy, and he seems to be pretty cool too. So we'll see how that all works out. All right, so if you order one of these and you want special stuff done, you look at it 12 to 16 weeks. It's a thing. These things don't cure overnight. It takes time, and they painstakingly go through the phases. They don't just slap these things together. Everything is done so it's perfect. Almost. I have complaints. But, it's a great piece of kit. If you want one that's in stock, and a lot of times they have them discounted, the ones that are in stock, because they just get creative and they just make a guitar. And sometimes those are the best guitars they do. None for nothing. Powell comes up with some really, really ridiculous designs that are just amazing. He's really smart and thinks outside the box. So when you get a Ruf that's a cut, is one of theirs they've done just kind of willy nilly messing around, you'll never see another one like it. And those ones are available immediately. But you're looking at a little bit more of a price point. You're getting up around the $3,500 to $4,000 when you start getting special ones, which is sort of like ordering your own custom, except for you get someone else's brain going, this would be a sick idea, and they tried it, and it cost you nothing. You got to see the final thing, not saying you want all this and you get it, and you're like, maybe I didn't want that. So yeah, it's a thing. It really is. Okay, so let's talk about the ugly, the things I do not like. We already kind of touched on some, the Guitar Monkey stuff. If it was up to me, and I was making decisions for Ruf, which I do not, I would never use this stuff again. I just wouldn't. And the company's awesome. They actually offered to replace everything. But I'm one of those guys that if something fails, and it fails miserably, not just like, oh, maybe it was a little bit my fault. No, this stuff was just horrible. So I opted to not. I told them that, I appreciate them getting a hold of me and offering that, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of companies that don't do that. And they did preface, I'm going to say this, the reason why I said I didn't want to do it is I know what I like. I like my hip shots. They said that the stuff that I had was probably prototype stuff that they were doing to just do exclusive stuff with guitar companies. You can't deny that. Companies do it all the time. Just for me, it failed, and I'll never, ever, if something's a little wonky, I'll just think it's failing, because I'm not the brightest of human beings, and I'm a judgy piece of shit. The other thing is, on a composite guitar, because I did take these Vic Thompson Fishmans back out to think maybe I was just under some delusion. Put the regular ones back in, and they sound like frying eggs. I think active pickups, I don't know, I didn't try EMGs in it because their work was so elegant I didn't want to mess around in the inside the cavity. But I would not use the Fishmans, at least, unless you're going to use like the Thompson ones, because it's a really bright guitar. So if you use pickups that are, we'll call them hairy, you're going to notice it a lot. Granted, some people might like that, but I don't like frying eggs on my freaking jugs. It's a thing. Again, that's a personal preference thing. And another, I guess you could probably call it personal preference thing. Yeah. You get all this layout. Everything's super duper good. It's fantastic. You barely ever have to intonate it or anything once you got it locked in, unless you do a dramatic string change or a different tuning. You're pretty much all set. It's going to keep you out there forever, right? And the other thing is also to do with the pickups. Now, you are married to the height that they are. I've tried everything to get these to be a different height, but when you do it, they wobble all over the place, because these are meant to be, with whatever they did to screw into this rough aim body, those particular screws that are in here are what works. So they might have changed that over time, but I'm going to go with they haven't. But this is also Fishmans, which are kind of shallow compared to a lot of pickups. I don't know if just maybe if they're going to use Fishmans, put like springs under it or something, or I don't know, get one of those cool ass things. Actually, I can actually do that. I'll have to get hold of FU tone. They have these little brackets. See, oh no, that's to make it so you can use regular on the thing that's already been screwed in. Yeah, so that's fucked. But anyway, to have a little bit more height, I mean, it's not even close to halfway up the bridge in height. It's way below the fretboard itself. So it's got tons of clearance. I'm going to go with a little over 1/4 of an inch of clearance. Maybe even half. Yeah, it's close to, it's between 1/4 and a half inch. That'd be 3/8. Your mom says it's my dick, but yeah, it happens. All right, so very cool. That's really all I have to do to complain about. Is literally I would have liked to have half the distance taken away for my pickups. And now they're in the United States and they're getting ready to set up shop. Maybe I'll be able to take this to them. I'd like to go see their facility. And just to see those guys again, even if it's just a couple of them, if they're going to be here in the States, would be amazing. Because again, they're just really good dudes. And I can vouch for this guitar. It is legit. It sounds like a guitar. It plays like a guitar. It just doesn't have the flaws of a guitar. But it does give you a disadvantage if you want to change something. You're kind of married to where the holes are, what fits. Hence, just the pickup thing would be nice to be able to rectify. And hey, if the rough guys are still watching this, my mouth running, they're probably mad at this point. I said I didn't like a couple things, but it's a personal preference. Other people might not be upset about it. I'm not even upset about it. That's something I would do differently. Yeah, I like to go visit. I'm not gonna see him at NAMM this year. Can't really justify taking 2 weeks vacation to go fuck around at NAMM. That's about what I have to take by the time I drive out there and I drive back, and then you gotta pay for a hotel room, all the other shit you gotta pay for. Just this year, it does not make sense for me, and none for nothing. Last year, I really didn't have that good of a time. It was a weird year. It was a busy year at NAMM, but it was just weird, and I really don't want to waste my vacation time on just having a good visit with a couple people and hating my experience. But yeah, I've had this guitar now since January, and we are now sitting in October, or Rocktober, depending on how you look at it, I suppose. And yeah, I can't wait to order a 7-string. That's next on my list, is to get a 7-string from Rod. And I don't know, other than the couple little minor things, to get that telly straightened out, though, I'm going to have a telly. But I can't do it with the neck that's on it, so yeah. They can't customize a neck for you because these are done in molds. Again, you're married to it. Little downside to it. But yeah, awesome stuff made by awesome people, and none for nothing. They're doing something smart, and if you want to get into the Aristides argument, they're less expensive. And in my opinion, Aristides is like playing a UFO, and this is like playing a guitar. Is there anything wrong with either brand? I'm going to go out and say no. Again, it's Pepsi, it's Coca-Cola. Which cola do you like? They're different, but they're the same thing, sort of, kind of, within realms. Yeah, anyway, very cool. Again, happy birthday to Powell Wackadixski. Really do like the guy. I know it sounds like I'm giving him a lot of shit, but he knows why I'm giving him a lot of shit. Because that's what we do. Half our conversation is picking on each other. It's great. He picks on me because I'm fat. I pick on him because he's fucking just weird. He told me he was married. I almost fucking passed out. Like, you weird motherfucker, you got married? Who'd you tuck into that? All I knows where he's from. Women must be into weird. And, again, huge thanks to Ruf for putting this into my hands. And, Rafael Perez is onto something. He sticks with it. This is going to be something we don't talk about in dark corners like and same thing with Aristides. Aristides is not a very big popular company. Everybody thinks they're popular because it's like one person paid fucking $6 grand for it. Like, oh my god, that's a $6 grand guitar. It must be good. Money doesn't make a good guitar. I have guitars on my wall that I paid less than $1,000 for that I play all the time. So it's not how much you pay for a guitar, but you definitely want to get what you pay for. And I believe with every ounce of my being, you get what you pay for when you get a Ruf. And the fact I won this, it put one into my hand. I've been able to test it. I've had this in the truck the whole time. It just came in the house. It's been in the truck the whole time. And it's held up. It's got a couple little rub marks on it and stuff because I don't put things back in the case like I'm supposed to. But other than that, it's perfect. It's, yeah, very cool. So again, give you a good look. Yeah, look at that stuff right there, man. Yes, mate. Yeah, that's a Doctor Schrodinger, now known as Schrodinger. No doctor. Very cool. Any questions about my experience with this, or any questions that I might have answers to about the company, feel free. Leave it in the comments or contact me privately through Instagram or Facebook, Truck Driver Sean. And if you're not following this channel, please, if you're still sitting here this long, it means my content must be a little okay. Subscribe to my shit, would you? Very cool. I'll catch you later. Tell your mom I'm on the way, and I got a boner. Later.